Hello, I am Airman First Class Hart with the 374th Comm Squadron here at Yokota Air Base, and today I'm going to be going over how to use OWA on a commercial computer. So you can use OWA on a commercial computer and a government computer. However, we're going to be going over the commercial computer because they're pretty much the same, and a lot of our civilians are going to be using commercial computers, so we want to make sure they're taken care of. So the first thing you need to note is you may need extra software. You need an external CAC reader, your own external CAC reader, to be able to access these sites because it does require your certificates to get onto them. And the CAC reader may not work for you right away. Most people nowadays don't really have any issues, but for instance, like my commercial laptop, I actually had to get the software for it. So this site right here will actually take you exactly where you need to go, and it is on the Air Force portal. So you will need to actually be on a government computer to get this software and then get it on a disk and take it home to install it. It's not that difficult. It installs directly where it needs to go and it takes care of itself, but you will have to do it on a government laptop or a government computer first. After that, we are going to assume that you have it, and the first thing you need to do is actually install SMIME. So SMIME allows you to open encrypted emails and send encrypted emails. You can't do it without SMIME, and it has to be done on Microsoft Edge. You can use OWA on Chrome and Internet Explorer and whatever browser you really want to use it on, but you cannot open encrypted emails on anything but Microsoft Edge because SMIME only works on Microsoft Edge. So, and these links will be listed below the video, so keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and copy this link. We're going to go ahead and open up Microsoft Edge. And we're going to post it in there. And it's not actually a website. It's actually just a piece of software that's going to run automatically. So you just hit open. And it will show up over here. And you're just going to go ahead and hit install. And once that is done installing, we're actually going to go ahead and go to the ellipses tool up here. And we're going to go to extensions. So SMIME is considered an extension. It should be on automatically, but make sure it is turned on. If it's not, go ahead and hit the cog wheel and go down to options. And you're going to go ahead and click allow work or school domains, and you're actually going to go ahead and put owa.us.af.mil, and we'll go ahead and put in the government version of the website as well, webmail.us.af.mil, and save. Now you don't need to do the webmail if you're going to be using a commercial, but I figured I'd go ahead and put both links in there just because it doesn't hurt to do so. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and exit out of that, and we're going to go ahead and go to OWA. If I can spell. Now it will prompt you for your CAC certificate, and you want to use the signature certificate. Now, on Microsoft Edge, this only happens on Microsoft Edge, but for some reason it does prompt you for your certificate over and over and over again to put in your PIN. I'm not really sure why it does this. It seems to only be on Microsoft Edge. It might not even be the same for you. But for me right now, it prompts me about 10 times before I actually get in there. And even when I'm in, it continues to prompt me. But this is the only way to currently view your encrypted emails. So keep that in mind. But again, if you want a less frustrating experience, you can always go to Google Chrome or whatever browser you want to use. You just won't be able to access your encrypted emails or send encrypted emails. So just keep that in mind. And as you can see, I could just keep having to put it in, and even once it finally gets logged in, it's going to ask me again. So once you're in, that's pretty much all you really need to do, but there are a few things you might want to know. So first and foremost, if you open an encrypted email, it will give you a few messages. Another one should pop up here in a second. This message has a digital signature, but it wasn't verified because the functionality is not supported in this view. That just means it can't open the email in this particular view because it wouldn't be considered safe, because shoulder surfing, people can look right over your shoulder and see what you're doing. So you do have to double click to open and see that email completely. You can probably change the settings to see it however you want, but it will show up if you actually just double click. It's for safety purposes. So you can back out of that. And the only other thing you might want to take a look at is for attachments are kind of the same way. So this email actually has an attachment, and sometimes it doesn't show up here right away. Sometimes you have to double click on the email to see it as well. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. And you can see it's loading into PowerPoint, but we're not going to let that happen. So just a few tips for you there. But other than that, that's really all there is to OWA. Just keep in mind you may have to go get that extra software in the beginning if you're unable to use your CAC. So you will have to go get the software to be able to access these websites at home with your CAC reader. But other than that, that's really all there is to OWA. This has been a quick tutorial on OWA, and I hope you have a nice day.